when we started Head for the Cure back in 2003, several months after my brother died, it was easy to gather people in memory and of Chris. We were still, of course, grieving his loss, but also celebrating his life. And his idea was simple. He was active throughout his life and throughout his disease. And he had the simple idea to start a run, raise awareness for a disease that was rare and little known and also underfunded. But really, his idea was to be a celebration of people that are fighting, to be an inspiration to those that were carrying forward. So that first year, the energy carried us forward. We had about 350 people and raised $25,000, and we directed that money to the Chris Anthony Brain Tumor Research Fund under the watchful eye of Chris's doctor and steward of the money, Mark Gilbert. And early on, it was the goals were set in place to raise awareness for brain cancer and maybe raise some money. But we quickly realized that beyond that, this little event was a vessel of hope for people that are fighting a rare disease and an often lethal disease. And that really ignited this organization and carried us forward. So it was easy to push past the fatigue and the loss of adrenaline when you lose someone to go to the second year. And competitive spirit guided us to make it bigger. And if it's bigger, it's better, and you're affecting more people. And that was really Chris's wish, that if I can help one person, then that must be why I'm facing this disease. And it's the attitude that I've understood from so many people that are fighting this disease, the thousands that I've met ever since, the thousands that we've helped. And so here today, a dozen years after that first event, we have affected, or more than 100,000 people have participated in Head for the Cure events. We've raised close to $6 million for research, all through 5Ks, runs, walks that bring people together in solidarity, in hope, with energy and purpose. And that's what continues to drive this little organization forward, and it's what's connected us to the BTTC. And I've realized along the way that to really affect change, really to create good, to drive purpose forward, you have to have a balance of, in this case, of philanthropy, of energy that connects back to science, and then science connects back to philanthropy. And that's the relationship between Head for the Cure and the BTTC that has really propelled us, and will continue to do so going forward. And along the way, we also realized that while the pledge and the promise and the purpose of Head for the Cure was to drive research. If we raised $100 or $1 million, we wanted that money to go to research to help find a cure for brain cancer. We're doing that. We will continue to do that as a core purpose. But along the way, we also discovered that there are thousands of people in every community living with brain cancer. And they're doing just that, they're living. And we can also affect those people in a very positive way to make their lives better as we're pursuing a cure. So in the past year, through my friends and colleagues, I say that not as a medical professional, but as somebody that shares the same passion with Dr. Gilbert and Dr. Armstrong and many others, that we can fill that gap by creating a program that does enhance the life journey of people facing brain cancer and helps to ease burdens on their caregivers. And so that's the essence of what Brains for the Cure is about.